So it looks like I stopped recording accidentally at the end of this problem. So let's go ahead and take a moment to put this one together and then do the last problem in the notes. So to put this one together, I'm going to start off with the function was called y. So I'm going to say dy dx. I could say y prime, but we'll get used to using dy dx a little bit here. And I'm going to do derivative of the outer. So 2 parentheses negative 2 is the power. The inner is 4x squared plus x, and that gets multiplied by the derivative of the inner, which is 8x plus 1, and because that has two terms, I have to put it in parentheses. So then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the 8x plus 1 up to the front because it's less complicated than 4x squared plus x to the negative 2. And then I do have a negative exponent, so I'm going to leave the 2 and the 8x plus 1 in the numerator, and I'm going to move the 4x squared plus x to the denominator so that I can make it a positive 2 exponent. For this last example, we're going to stretch our brains a little bit. I see two x's in this one, and it happens that the x's are being multiplied together. So I've got 2x squared times the x that's in the parentheses. So I'm going to start with product rule. So I'm going to set up my box and put the 2x squared and the 3x plus 4 to the 6th power in the top two boxes. The derivative of 2x squared is 4x. And then the derivative of 3x plus 4 to the 6th needs chain rule. So I'm going to make a little note here, needs chain. So the outer function is something to the 6th power, so parentheses to the 6th power. The inner is what's inside the parentheses, so 3x plus 4. The derivative of something to the 6th power, I'm going to bring the 6 down, reduce my exponent by 1, so make it a 5 exponent. The derivative of 3x plus 4 is 3 plus 0. So when I put this all together, I'm going to start with the outer, or the derivative of the outer, so 6 something to the 5th. That something is the inner, 3x plus 4, and that gets multiplied by the 3. I can combine the 3 and the 6 and make this 18 times 3x plus 4 to the 5th power. And that's going to go up in my box for my derivative of the right-hand side. So that's going to be 18 times 3x plus 4 to the 5th power. So then I'm going to start in my lower left-hand corner and start doing my derivative. So the directions say find dy dx. So I'm going to write dy dx equals, and I'm going to say 4x times 3x plus 4 to the 6th power plus the other diagonal, and that's going to be 2x times 18 times 3x plus 4 to the 5th. Cleaning things up, I can take the 2 and the 18 and combine them. So I'm going to leave the first term alone for a second. So that is 4x times 3x plus 4 to the 6th. I'm going to have plus 36x times 3x plus 4 to the 5th. And then I'm going to start cleaning this up. So I want to look for things to factor. Right now I have two main terms. I have this term and this term that I'm bracketing off. They, if I look at the number in front, are both divisible by 4. So I'm going to take a 4 out. So if I divide by 4, that's going to leave me with x times 3x plus 4 to the 6th. 36 divided by 4 is 9, so I'm going to have 9x times 3x plus 4 to the 5th. Then if I look at the two main terms inside the new set of parentheses, beyond the numbers, they both have an x. So not only can I take out the 4, but I also can take out an x. So that's going to leave me with 3x plus 4 to the 6th, because I took out the x, I divided by x, plus 9 times 3x plus 4 to the 5th power. Now I have two more terms to look at to see if they have anything in common. And they do. They both have the parentheses with the 3x plus 4 in common. The first orange bracket has 6 of them because of the 6th power. The second orange bracket has 5 of them. So what I can do is I can take out 5 of them from each bracket. So I'm going to take out 5 from the first bracket, or 5 from the first parenthesis, leaving me with 3x plus 4, plus, then I have a 9, and I took out all 5 of the 3x plus 4s. So that's what I'm left with. And then in the brackets, I can go ahead and simplify because I have like terms. So the stuff that I pulled out stays the same. In the brackets, I'm going to have 3x plus 13. And because that's a little simpler than the 3x plus 4 to the 5th power, I'm going to bring that up front. So 3x plus 13 times 3x plus 4 to the 5th power.